Welcome McGeeTV viewers to a very special unboxing video. This time I've got the M1 Mac Mini, a USB-C hub, and an internal hard drive that I'm going to use to create my ultimate workstation. The editing station you see behind me is actually a Windows PC that I've been using for a few years now. I made the switch from Mac to Windows because of an issue I was having with my iMac at the time. Couldn't be fixed by merely upgrading. I had purchased some additional RAM going from 8 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes on my iMac, but unfortunately the onboard graphics card could not be updated. I didn't have the money at the time to purchase a new iMac, so I decided to go with the more affordable Windows PC. Making that switch meant that I had to leave my beloved Final Cut Pro and move over to Adobe Premiere. The recurring expense of buying Adobe software annually is very costly, and I decided that in order to avoid that expense, I would go back to the Apple ecosystem now that a lower cost option was available. This particular Mac Mini that I've picked up has the 16 gigabytes of RAM internal, which should be suitable for my needs, and a little bit of future proofing there as well. The USB-C hub right here is going to give me some additional ports for my many accessories that I like to use for my videos. Oftentimes that includes an external mic, some hard drives, and various other peripherals. The internal hard drive that I have here, which is a Samsung, this is to upgrade that internal memory so that it's not swapping over to the RAM as much. I'm not a technical wizard on these kind of things, but I have watched a few other videos where people are expressing their concerns about the 8 gigabytes being consumed and that the computer would start to use some of the internal memory to perform some of those functions, and that over time it might wear down the solid state drive. Like I said, I'm not an expert on these kind of things, but that was enough of a concern to me that I decided the additional investment of getting the extra 8 gigabytes of RAM would be the right move for me. I don't know if that's necessarily the right move for everyone in their situation, but I wanted to have something that was going to be valuable. I wanted to have something that I could use over the next few years that I wouldn't have to worry about replacing. I wanted to have something that I could edit my film on, that I didn't have to pay an annual subscription for, that I could rely on for at least a 3 to 5 year window. And that's really what I'm hoping I'm going to get out of this Mac Mini, and hopefully I'll still be making videos for the next 3 to 5 years, and we can go on that journey together and see if it worked out or not. So I'm very excited. I've got a lot of really cool stuff here. We're going to set it up, we're going to take a look at it, and hopefully, if everything goes right, this video will be edited in Final Cut. That beautiful iconic logo. I've always enjoyed Apple packaging. Simply some of the best. I love that soft feel that the packaging has. It's pretty. Okay. Lift up there. There we go. And that's it. I mean, that's what you get. You get the computer and a power cord. That's pretty much it. Now I happen to have a keyboard and a mouse from my other Apple computers that I have. I have a small collection of older Apples, all from various Steve Jobs eras. So, power cord, a little bit of packaging material to remove here. Oh, look how pretty that is. Okay, so they got a cover on the ports. Not at all. Oh yeah. Very nice. So this is the first Mac Mini I've ever owned. I've mentioned that I previously had a iMac. I have some older iMacs as well. An older version of the Mac. Oh, cool. Silver sticker. I don't have the silver one. All the ones I have are white. That's cool. Let's take a look at some of the other items we got here. So this is the Hagibis USB Hub with hard drive enclosure. There's a few different one of these that I've seen online by various different brand names. They all seem to come from China. I don't know if there's a particular one that's necessarily better than the other. I found this one. The price seemed to be pretty good. It had the hard drive enclosure, which was very significant to me, and the reviews were good. Yes, there we go. So as you can see, we've got some USB-C 2.0, USB-C 3.0 SD card reader right there. Very important to me. On the front, we've got another port. I do believe one of these is going to be the connector to the Mac Mini. Should have some more items under here. Oh yeah. Okay. So this is a tool right here. Looks like there's some mounting tape as well. Hold this open. Just cut that open. Okay, so there's some screws right there for mounting. And that's our cable. Some instructions that should make this pretty easy. So let's move on to our hard drive. One thing I do want to point out before we move on is that this is in fact the same color as the M1 Mac Mini. I was very particular in finding a USB-C hard drive enclosure that was the same color as the Mac Mini, so that when this sits on top of this, they will be the same color. So there are quite a few of these online. That's something to look out for, is whether or not you've got a matching color to your M1 Mac Mini, if that matters to you. I mean, some people might want to go with the two-tone. Who am I to judge? So let's take a look at the Samsung hard drive. So in selecting a hard drive, I of course was considering price. I couldn't really afford to go more than 2 terabytes, although believe me, if I could I would. I did really like the reviews that I saw on the Samsung. I looked at a few other brands, but I had some concerns, and I recognize Samsung as a reliable brand, and I like their products. So this is the NAND SSD 860 EVO. I hopefully have said that right. And it's got a 5-year limited warranty, which I will most likely redeem. So let's open this up. Okay, some instructions for our solid state drive and the drive itself. There we go. So let's put it all together. Okay, so we have our USB-C hub hard drive enclosure. Flipping it over, I've done nothing to this unit yet other than just unbox it. So this plate should come off. Yep, there we go. And the hard drive right here connects here. So that should just slide right in. And it does. Put the plate back on. The The USB-C hub comes with 5 screws, which is great, and this handy dandy screwdriver to install them. I appreciate the fact that they give you a few extras just in case something were to happen. It's 4 screws on the back. I said 5, they actually gave me 6. Okay. So then, let's see, just a little bit of mounting tape right here. I guess this is just meant to keep it from getting damaged, getting scratched up when you put the Mac on top. There really wasn't any kind of directions on where to put these squares. I just put them down. That sits right there on that. Okay, so what I did is I moved the squares to the corners because the back of this thing is actually sits a little higher in the middle, so I figured the sides are where we would need to avoid contact. I don't even know if those are meant for the top or the bottom of the thing. It's got felt pads on the bottom, so I figured I didn't need them there, but that's just what I decided to do with it. So in terms of connecting this cable right here, there's a port right here on the back where this plugs in right here, and then you can plug it right into your Mac right here. And there we go. Alright, so that should cover it as far as connecting the 2 terabyte hard drive to my Mac Mini. Apple offers hard drives built into the M1 Mac Mini that provide greater storage capacity at 512 gigabytes or even a terabyte, but these are very costly. You can't upgrade the internal memory after the machine has been manufactured. So this option I felt like was the best one aside from just plugging in an external hard drive. So I'm going to set this thing up and hopefully everything will work just fine out of the box and we won't have any problems. Here's knocking on wood. Mounting the external drive. Click Launchpad. Click Other. Click Disk Utility. Select the external drive. Click Erase. Rename the drive. Click Erase. Thanks for tuning in, McGeeTV viewers. Please tune in for future episodes of McGeeTV. Like, comment, and subscribe for future content. Success.